Hey, this is ASpengler, and this is episode 18 of building the Cologne Cathedral in Lego. Last week we were working heavily on the flying buttresses on either side of the cathedral, so we finished up all the buttresses on this middle section for both sides, as you can see there. But now the next step for that part would be to kind of edit the top area. Didn't do much other than the buttresses last week. Worked a little bit on some columns on the inside right here, but we did not finish those. I'm just going to look around for a few pieces and then I can finish those columns. So they're fairly common pieces, so they shouldn't be hard to find on other sets and stuff that I have lying around. So I should be able to finish that, get that ready for the next level of windows and buttresses on this side, but I more heavily want to focus on the front in this segment, so I'm going to try to finish up this top area, just giving them these kind of roof sections. Those are going to be above each of those windows up there, so that will give me kind of the overall height that this area is going to go up to, something like this, and then I'll know that the main roof will go up about that height, so that will give me a good measurement on how tall I can make these windows, and more importantly this front main window, which goes right up to the roof. So once I know that, I can get this up to a level, I can break it off. I don't know if I'll make the roof right away, but at least set aside the space for the roof, and then I can continue up with these towers. And so just a lot of more prep work. Hopefully we can get started on getting this up to this level on this segment, but we'll first start off with finishing up the roofs sections on this area. Probably won't do too much more work back here, probably only just get that ready for the windows, but I do want to focus mainly on the front. So we'll go ahead and work in this area right here. I'll try to get time lapses in where I can, just because then you guys can see the whole building process and it's not just me talking. So with that, we'll go ahead, stop talking and get working. Okay guys, come back after doing a decent amount of work. As you saw in the time lapses, we were working on the top area right there. Also was working on some of these stained glass pieces, included some time lapse of that so you could see kind of the process of building those and some of the new designs that I had for this front section. But the majority of the work was just this top section. What you didn't see was a lot of prep work on this front area. I'm getting it ready for the the windows, just making sure there's a spot to put them. But you saw a lot of the work that went up on there, cleaning that area up, and then putting those roof sections in. I didn't put the ones on the edges yet, just because I want to make sure that it blends in well with the other sides. So once I get this area up a little bit higher, then I will work on that section right there. It's probably going to be a little bit smaller than these ones, just because the windows below them are a little bit smaller. So also worked on some of these walls, building them up so that they meet up with this front section. So meets up here with these kind of just filler pieces. Those were not there before, so I just like built up those areas, kind of built a little bit of a ring around it that the windows will be at. And so then I put those windows in that you guys saw from the time lapse, and then did a little bit of work kind of bordering them. And then kind of finally I started working on some of the frames and how those will end up looking on the windows. So just did a little bit of work on those just to get started for next time. Still need to cover up some stuff with the detail pieces, but this is generally how I have those frames going around along there. And so with the work done in this segment, next segment we'll definitely be able to get right into working on this front area. So should be able to just get those frames up, build up the windows to a decent height, just make them also the columns around them, just to get it back to the same height so they both can be at the level. And then I'll start working on the window section that will go in the very center. But also when I've been building this, I find that the front is a lot less accurate than I was planning on it. I guess I should have planned on having it a little bit wider, so there should be, like, this section I think should also be mirrored on this section. So it's a lot, I ended up squishing it a lot more than it should be, so I'm going to do my best to preserve it because I don't want to completely redo everything. But it doesn't look bad, it's just not the most accurate with scale and size, but I feel like I'll be able to get a good idea of what it looks like. But for those out there that are super picky, they will say that it is wrong, and I'll have to agree with them. Just at this point, I don't want to go back and try to fix these sections right here. I guess it's just, overall it is a little bit more compressed version of the Cologne Cathedral, but I think so far I'm doing a pretty good job of at least capturing what it looks like, so that's a good thing. And the middle section turned out really well. I think that really represents how it actually looks, so we'll just see how the rest of it goes. Hopefully I can get the towers pretty well, and we'll see how it turns out. So with that, that'll be it for this segment. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.